Human beings interact through patterns, and most of the time, we're not even aware of them. In games people play, Eric Berne uncovers the unconscious psychological games we play with each other, and how these hidden patterns shape our relationships, careers, and lives. We think we're making conscious decisions, but we often fall into predictable roles, like the victim, the rescuer, or the persecutor. These aren't just passing moods. They're deeply ingrained scripts that repeat themselves over and over, usually to avoid deeper emotional truths. One common game is "why don't you?" Yes, but. In this game, someone asks for advice, only to reject every solution offered. It's not really about solving anything. It's about reinforcing the belief that their problem is unsolvable and getting validation for their helplessness. Then there's the "now I got you, you son of a" game. It starts with someone waiting for another person to make a mistake, just so they can explode with anger and feel justified. The game isn't about the mistake. It's about the need to punish and dominate. Another subtle game is "if it weren't for you." This one involves blaming someone close, a spouse, a parent, a boss, for holding you back. The hidden benefit? You don't have to take responsibility for changing your life. You get to stay stuck and blame someone else for it. These games are addictive because they fulfill emotional needs: attention, validation, a sense of control. But the cost is high. They erode trust, kill intimacy, and keep us trapped in emotional cycles that we don't even see. Eric Berne shows that we're all playing games, but the goal is to become conscious of them. When you recognize the game, you take away its power. Awareness is the beginning of freedom. Becoming a fully autonomous adult means stepping out of these unconscious roles and choosing honesty over manipulation. It means having real conversations instead of running scripts. And it requires courage, because many of us are afraid of what we'll find when we stop playing. These games don't just happen in personal relationships. You'll see them in the workplace, in politics, and even in yourself. Every time you avoid a real emotion by shifting blame, seeking sympathy, or playing the victim, you're in the middle of a game. But what happens when we stop? When we stop playing games, life becomes more raw, more real, and far more powerful. At first, there's discomfort. You may feel lost without the familiar patterns, and the people around you might not know how to respond. But slowly something shifts. You begin to experience moments of real connection, not based on guilt, manipulation, or hidden motives, but on clarity and presence. You start to notice when others are trying to pull you into a game, and instead of reacting, you stay grounded. You become less reactive and more responsive. You pause. You reflect. You realize that you have a choice in every moment, a choice to repeat the script or to break free from it. And when you choose honesty over control, vulnerability over pretense, and presence over performance, something beautiful happens. People begin to trust you more. Your relationships deepen. Your conversations get richer. You stop chasing approval and start living from your core. You become someone who's not afraid of conflict because you're no longer afraid of the truth. This transformation doesn't happen overnight. It's a daily practice. It means noticing when you're slipping into roles like martyr, savior, or accuser, and gently stepping back into authenticity. It means healing the parts of you that felt unloved, unheard, or unsafe, the parts that created these games in the first place. The truth is, we all want to be loved, but the games we play often sabotage the very love we crave. We manipulate instead of asking. We accuse instead of expressing. We test instead of trusting. And every time we do, we build walls where we wanted bridges. But when you become aware of these patterns, you gain the power to choose differently. You can end the cycles. You can create relationships built on truth and respect. You can be the kind of person who doesn't need to play games to feel safe, because your self-worth is no longer on the line. And that's the ultimate freedom. So keep learning. Keep observing your inner dialogue. Keep asking, what's the real need behind this reaction? And remember, the game only continues if you choose to play. If this message resonated with you, follow our channel to continue exploring the hidden forces that shape our behavior. Like this video if it gave you insights, and share it with someone who might be stuck in the same patterns. The more you understand yourself, the more power you have to transform your relationships and your life.